What if I told you that you could add 1,000 US dollars to your monthly budget without you ever leaving your house? Hi guys, welcome to Mbali Talks, your plug for all things side hustles, how you can make money online, and also how you can just generally gain a bit of financial freedom for yourself. Videos like these are generally one of my favorite types of videos because they touch on things that I also actually do on an almost everyday basis in order for me to be able to make a bit of money, whether it's from my house and or online. All of the side hustles that are going to be mentioned on this video are easy to start side hustles that you can actually do all the way in the comfort of your home. Number 3 and number 4 are easily one of my favorite side hustles because first of all, I do number 4 almost on an every other day basis. And secondly, I am so eager to start my journey with number 3, as you guys are going to find out as we continue with the video. So if you're sitting at home and feeling like the money that you're currently making is not exactly meeting your needs, I mean, we all know Cyril's economy, guys, then you have landed on the right video. If you're new here, welcome. Please don't be shy to join the Mbali Talks community by just hitting the subscribe button below. And if you've been with us since day one, hey, hi, thank you so very much for coming back. You guys are the reason this channel stays alive. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get right into it. The first easy to start side hustle that you can do all the way in the comfort of your home that could easily make you up to 1,000 US dollars on a monthly basis is actually proofreading. This is one of the easiest side hustles to start, quite honestly, because it does not require you to have a qualification. However, if you're somebody who enjoys reading, or you're an editor, or you're into the teaching fraternity, and or you're just generally an introvert who prefers sitting at home, then this is one of the easiest side hustles that you can actually start for yourself in order for you to create a second income stream. One of the platforms that you can use in order for you to be able to start your side hustle is called Fiverr. I've actually come onto their platform to show you guys examples from other people of how much you can actually expect to make as a proofreader. As you can see here, Brooke Bright is charging anything from $592, which obviously depends on the amount of work that she's going to be doing as a proofreader. There's also Colin M here, who charges from $3,941 for just one project of him being able to be a proofreader for people from all over the world. What I like about platforms like Fiverr is the fact that they are not region specific. You could literally be from anywhere in the world. So long as you have the passion, you have the time, you have the determination, you can easily come here on their platform, create a profile for yourself, and set yourself up as a person who is going to be a proofreader for people's projects. I just want us to go into a project of someone who actually charges way more so that we can see the kind of work that they're offering in the prospect of being a proofreader. So this is an example of Colin M's profile, who says he charges 3,900 Rand in order to be a proofreader. Colin's package offers up to 60,000 words in a structural edit format based on line editing. He's also going to invest in making sure that he uses SEO keywords so that whatever project his client is working on can actually show up first. Say maybe if it's a blog, etc., it easily comes up on Google if you're using SEO keywords. He also does a bit of AI detection and editing, which means not only does Colin sit with his client's project, he also goes onto platforms like ChatGPT to make sure that the kind of wording that the client has used is in line with the kind of industry and or the kind of project that the client is actually writing about. So then you can understand why Colin would actually charge 3,900 Rand. However, as I mentioned in the beginning, when you're starting out, you don't necessarily have to charge 4,000 Rand in order for you to do proofreading. You can easily charge 99 Rand or 198 or even 395 based on your skill set and or even your experience. But I just feel like it's one of those easy work from home types of side hustles that you can do all the way in the comfort of your home. And what I like about it is the fact that you can easily do it alongside your 9 to 5 if you're somebody who actually has a day job. If you don't have a day job, this can easily become your full-time job because again, there's so much money on the internet that can be made from services just like proofreading. The next easy to start side hustle that you can actually do in the comfort of your home is for you to become a front-end web developer. And I know that when you think of a front-end developer, you think, oh my goodness, I need to know how to code, or I must have done an IT degree. No, that's not the one that I'm talking about. The business that I'm talking about is for you to create websites for people and actually then sell those websites. For example, there's so many small businesses that are always starting up. Yours can easily be to identify those small businesses, create a website for them just based on the content that they actually have.
No, I'm not saying steal people's content.
But I'm just saying that if you were to come to that small business with an already made website to say, these are the products that you sell, this is how you can actually get them onto the market. Now this website is actually enabling the clients, customers to be able to also shop the products online, etc. You're more likely to convince that person to actually pay you for the website that you would have made for them. Creating a website used to be something that is so far-fetched from the ordinary person. However, nowadays, there are platforms just like Wix that any other person can use in order for them to be able to create a website. And you may be wondering, if that's so easy, then why is the person who actually runs the business not willing to go into it? The answer is very simple. We are not all creatives. We don't all have the same skill set and all the time in order for us to be able to do it. So that is the gap that you would actually be targeting. Small to medium-sized businesses of people that have products and or services that they'd like to get out into the world, but they don't have the know-how of creating an entire website. So you could be that person that actually creates a website for them, sells it to them, and for you to be able to make money and create a second income stream for yourself. There's two ways that you can actually experiment with if you're somebody who wants to go into creating websites for people. It's either the first way that I just suggested of you identifying small businesses, whether in your town, in your city, in your country, that you can create websites for and then sell it to them. Or number two, you can go on platforms just like Fiverr and Upwork to showcase your work, showcase what you can actually do by having a bit of a portfolio that you've already done of different websites that you're capable of. Platforms like Wix are actually easy to use because they come with all the plugins as well as the templates that you can use. It just depends on the type of industry and on the type of product or service a client is doing. And if you're really serious about your skill, you can start charging anything from $15 per hour in order for you to be able to create websites for people. So $15 per hour, say maybe multiplied by 10 hours that you should have spent making that website, is easily 150 USD that could be coming directly to you in your pocket without you ever spending any money to invest and or without you ever leaving your house. If you've made it to this part of this video, it must mean that you might be finding the information valuable. Please just reward me for all the work that has gone into the video by hitting the like button so that there's other people around the world on a platform like YouTube who can easily find the same kind of information. The next is a side hustle that you can use to make money from your home that does not require any investment and or qualification and or even experience. Can you believe it? It's easily one of my favorite side hustles, especially because it's also a side hustle that I'm very intentional about actually going into this year. This is for you to become a UGC content creator. So being a UGC content creator, maybe you might have seen this word around online many times on TikTok and also on Instagram. It basically means you become a user-generated content creator, which means brands and businesses are going to approach you wanting you to create sort of like authentic videos of how you would actually use their product, how the product would actually look if you were the person actually taking content for that product. I know that a lot of people, when they think of UGC, they think, oh my goodness, now I need to turn into a content creator. I need to show my face. I need to talk in videos. What I like about UCG is the fact that you never have to show your face. It's easily one of the things that you can do without you ever needing to even say a single word. Another advantage of it is the fact that unlike influencers, you will never have to post any of that content on your own feed. So when brands come to you looking for UGC content creation, they are not looking for people that have a high following on Instagram and or in TikTok. No, they are looking for your ability to be creative with unboxing, with showcasing the product, with unwrapping it, etc. That's the kind of content that the brand and or the business that has actually hired you uses on their own social media platforms to showcase the product. If this is something that you're actually interested in, just like me, there's actually a platform that I have applied to called Ninja. And if I'm being quite honest, I only applied to the platform this week. I am still to do a video recording, which is like an intro video that they want you to do of about 20 to 30 seconds of your time, obviously explaining who you are, your hobbies, why you want to be a content creator under UGC. That does not mean your video is going to go public or they are going to post it. No, it's just part of the application process. Based on my research, on a platform like Ninja, you can make anything up to $26 per hour just for you to be able to create content. Also, I do know that sometimes you find, especially as a beginner, it's easier for you to charge a flat rate. For example, a flat rate that I would probably use when I'm starting out in order for me to create a 20 20 to 30-second minute video that the client can use can be anything between 500 and 1,000 rands, depending on the work that needs to go into it. A lot of more experienced UGC content creators are now even charging up to 10,000 rand just for a single post. And companies are willing to pay for this because they do know that, you know what, this is content that belongs to them. They are going to use it on their platforms again and again and again and again because it does not show your face. Instead, it showcases the products that they're actually having, and also it allows you the opportunity to create the content from different angles so that you can offer your clients a wider variety of the content that they can actually use. I know that I've actually spoken a lot about UGC, but that's because it's easily one of the things that are booming right now. And I feel like if you're somebody who's sitting at home and you feel like you want to make a bit of extra money, literally currently on something that's trending and will not stop, then I'd definitely look into UGC creation. Last if not least, the next side hustle that you can start easily to make money for yourself all the way in the comfort of your home is something that I have been doing for years. I have probably recommended it on so many of the Mbali Talks videos. You guys are probably tired of hearing it. This is for you to run an Airbnb inside your own home. I know that sometimes when you think of Airbnb, you think, oh my goodness, now I must go and rent an apartment, furnish it, etc. However, I just want to say that when I started Airbnb all those many years ago, I basically listed out the other room that was in my house. All I had to do, because the room already had a bed, was to just probably change the curtains, spruce it up a bit with a side table and a flower decor here and there in order for me to be able to take the right pictures. Already, this was an existing house. I was already paying the bond on that house, so I wasn't exactly going out of my way to spend money to invest in the business. What I liked about Airbnb is that at some point, they did introduce the idea of them actually bringing their own photographers into your house in order to make sure that you have the best quality pictures, because again, with Airbnb, what will definitely set you apart is not only the things that you're offering in your house like Wi-Fi, breakfast, etc., but it's also for you to be able to showcase the place in the best light possible with the best angles, hence the need for a photographer. I'm not sure if they actually still do that photography feature. However, I still feel like if you're somebody who actually wants to go into that business, you have a spare room in your house, you can easily pay someone 1,500 rand or even less for them to come into your house, take a few snaps of the place, decorate it nicely, etc., and put it up on the Airbnb platform. Most of the clients that I attracted at the time when I was just doing it from the comfort of my home were actually corporate people, which means I didn't run the risk of having people being rowdy in the house or making noise or making me get in trouble with the neighbors, which is more likely the kind of people that you're also going to attract, because Airbnb does vet the people that actually come onto their platform. Not only that, if somebody has gone somewhere else and vandalized, Airbnb easily blocks that person, so you don't run the risk of actually having a person like that come into your own space. I think at the time when I started, and this was 2016, I was easily making 13,000 rand per month. I do know that that amount has actually doubled now, because when you go and research online on Google right now, it will tell you that average people make about 26,000 rand on a monthly basis just through Airbnb. Whether you're hosting in your house or what most people have actually started doing now, you go and you rent an apartment that you then furnish up yourself and put it on Airbnb. If that's the route that you want to take, my advice for you is just please make sure that you're going to inform your landlord to put a clause in your lease contract to say that you're actually going to be using the place for Airbnb, because you don't want a situation where it looks like there's a lot of people going in and out of the apartment until it makes the securities and or the landlord uncomfortable enough for them to report you. You want the landlord to actually know and agree with you. And quite honestly, I know that you think most landlords would probably think, then why should they not host the Airbnb themselves? It's a lot of work, guys. I'm not even going to lie to you, especially when you're hosting it outside your house, because every time someone checks in, you need to be there. Every time they check out, you need to be there. You need to remove things, you need to clean, etc. So a lot of landlords are not looking for that kind of hassle. If they did, their houses would already be on Airbnb anyway. The fact that they've gone and looked for a tenant in someone like yourself means they're just okay with getting their rental money. So letting them know does nothing to ruin your business. Otherwise, if you feel like you want to experiment first without you going out of your way to go and rent an apartment, etc., then you can easily start Airbnb in your house, and you can easily find yourself making that same amount of money, of course, depending on the location that you're in. I do know that cities like Johannesburg, Cape Town get a lot of attention because there's either people coming in as tourists and or there's people that are coming in for work. So it's easily one of those businesses that you can start as a side hustle all the way in the comfort of your home without ever investing anything. And with all that said, I've actually come to the end of this video. I do hope that you found this video valuable. If you apply yourself to these side hustles that I've actually shared, best believe you're actually going to see the kind of results that I've also been able to see in the past couple of years, especially with the last one that we actually just spoke about. Otherwise, I wish you guys all the best in finding different ways for you to be able to make money online. There's so many videos on a platform just like Bali Talks that you can explore, whether you're looking for a side hustle, whether you're looking for easy ways to make money online, whether you're looking for a remote work from home job that can actually pay you without you even quitting your 9 to 5. There's so much juice that you guys can find on Bali Talks, and I wish you guys all the best in being able to make a bit of money for yourself on the side and gaining financial freedom. I'm going to see you guys in the next Bali Talks video. Cheers.